Hey guys, so recently I did the fourth service of my motorcycle and I just crossed the 10,000 kilometer mark. So I thought it might be a great idea to make a user review on Suzuki Gixxer. Now before getting into this review, the things that I'm about to talk is based on my experience so far on this motorcycle. Anyways, moving on, let's begin with the things that I don't like about this motorcycle or the things that I believe Suzuki could have done better to this motorcycle. Number 1 would be the stock mirrors. Now, this goes only for the faired version of this motorcycle, the Gixxer SF, the one you are seeing right now. The mirrors on this motorcycle are so lengthy that it almost looks like something sticking out of the motorcycle. I personally didn't like it. The stock mirrors doesn't go very well with the overall design of this motorcycle. Number 2 would be the lack of the 6th gear. Now in late 2008, Suzuki Motorcycles India introduced a model named the GS150R. It was one of the first motorcycles seen in India in its segment to have a 6th gear, and that bike is still in production. So later in 2014, when Suzuki introduced Gixxer, a more youth-focused, more powerful and more stylish bike than the GS150R, I really don't see the point of not providing this bike with that extra gear. Now, do I miss the 6th gear? Like, whenever I'm commuting, through the cities and the traffics and stuff like that, no, I really don't miss the 6th gear. But whenever I'm on the highways, cruising and stuff, I really wish this bike had a 6th gear. Number 3 would be the rear brakes. Right now, this bike has a drum unit. Yes, it does the job, but is it enough? Better brakes means better safety, right? So that's something I wish I had on this motorcycle, a rear disc brake. Number 4, the switches. So far, they work very well. And functionality wise, I never faced any problem. But the quality of these switches feels so cheap. I don't know how to explain to you guys, but it has this cheap plasticky feel which I really don't like. Number 5, the tank cap. Let me show you why. Every time when I have to refuel, I gotta hold it like this in my hand. Now, is that a problem? No, not at all. But it would have been much better if it had a flippable like design. You know what I mean? The one with the joint which flips up whenever you open it. That one. Number 6, the low ground clearance and the lower seat footpegs. Now, I'm not this guy who does these hard, aggressive cornerings all the time. But let's say, even in some medium level leaning, the chances of those footpegs trapping the tarmac is high. I did it a couple of times. And the worst part is, if you happen to put your feet underneath the gear lever, and when you lean onto the left side, you will definitely hit your feet on the road. Now, I may be completely wrong at this, but I think this issue may be the combination of the low ground clearance along with the lower set footpeg. Now, let's talk about the things that I like about this motorcycle. The style and the design. The 150cc segment here in India was kinda dull for the last couple of years. Besides some cosmetic upgrades and second versions of the old models, there wasn't any new bikes. Then came the Gixxer. It is not a second version or an upgrade of a previous model, a fresh new design, and the people seems to like it. There's a huge fan following for the Gixxer, so that's a thumbs up from me for the new style. The comfort. Now, this is one of the most comfortable bike out there, and it's definitely not the worst. The seat paddings are not hard, neither soft. It stands in between, so this seating comfort along with the upright handlebar and the lower set footpegs gives you great comfort in riding. The throttle response. Now, this is something I can't explain it to you guys. You gotta experience it yourself to understand. I personally believe Suzuki Gixxer has got one of the best throttle response in its segment. Moving on, another thing I like about the Gixxer is the instrument cluster. The easy to read, fully digital instrument cluster provides additional features like the clock, the gear position indicator, and the gear shift indicator. Now the gear shift indicator comes in handy during those engine braking period and for economical riding. The fuel economy. During those starting days or during those engine braking period, I used to limit my speed within 60 km per hour. During those times, I got an average of 55 km per liter. Now, those are great figures. Well, after 10,000 kilometers, that is right now, I'm getting anywhere from 45 to 50 km per liter. So, that's a thumbs up for the fuel economy. And last but not least, affordability. Suzuki Gixxer SF, a fully fair motorcycle, comes under the price tag of 1 lakh Indian rupees. Now it's the only motorcycle in India with a full fairing that comes under this price tag. So that's it guys, my opinions and experience so far on this motorcycle. So if you find this video helpful, please leave a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe. Thanks.